dropping these back to back because I have a lot to catch up on. I have a lot to do. Anyway, people, this is D the Legacy. I'm the leader of TPN. Sorry about that horrible intro, but as you have it, I'm going to explain basic training, how it works, and what can be the possible results for each recruit. Now, the thing about it is, when it comes to basic training,
really,
why, thank you. Anyway, when it comes to basic training, the thing is, oh wait, I need a vehicle. Crap. One moment. Let me. What I'm thinking.
I'm here for you, boss. 100%.
Good to know.
Oh, hi. How can I help you?
You actually look nice. I am so jealous right now. Your outfit looks too good to pass up. But anyway, whole
Let
different
me know what
story.
you want, and I'll tell the Pegasus people to get it ready.
I'll tell you. No. Oh well. No. Whatever.
Whatever you want. I'll get him to bring it up to the helipad.
Alright, so basically, what usually happens in basic training, the beginning of it, recruits will, now as I was saying, be in their apartments. And no, I don't want to talk to you right now. Go away. As I was saying, recruits will be in their apartment, and we tell them exactly how to start off. We teach them this early. We say, you might not understand this, but this is exactly how I want you to get on the lobby. I want you to change to whatever gear that you're willing to put on. Make your character change a shower, because we have role play. It's role. Put it like this. TPN is not completely role play, but it has role play added into it. And what the role play does is mentally, it gives people a greater sense of purpose as far as, hey, technically in real life, this is what you would do. It's the professional side of doing something. Wash your butt before you come to work. In other words, for some people, you know, there's somebody out there that they don't always want to admit it. It doesn't believe, or how I put it, it doesn't seem pleased when it comes to showers. We all have them. So anyway, let me park. No, got a good spot. Okay, fine. I'll make it easy for myself. Basically, I'm looking for a ladder. Oh, perfect. Alright, it's clear. Okay, so what I would do is, excuse me, not me, but what usually happens, we make them take a shower, we tell them to meet at a certain checkpoint. I will get into checkpoints later on. The basic training process teaches them things a little bit earlier than just during the middle of saying, oh, you actually in TPN now, here's what you do, yada yada yada. No, even before actually joining the TPN, they want to know exactly what they need to do, what's required as far as the basics. There's going to be some things implanted in them for them to understand, okay, this is how it step by step it works and how it goes. You go on an inline lobby, or if it's not inline, but you go on an invite only lobby. When you're on an invite only lobby, not hostile lobbies, not public lobbies, totally opposite, but when you are on an invite only lobby and it's like training, everybody has to go to their apartment, take a shower. If you're not in your apartment, usually it'll tell you to go in your apartment, because the place you are going to meet is in the city. And as they drive in there, we make them drive like normal people. Now, I will tell you step by step why we do that. In real life scenario, you're going to have to wash your butt. So since it's role play and add a little interlace with TPN and how we work and do things, it teaches you to wash and bathe before coming to work. If you smell like crotch and feces in real life, shame on you. We pretty much pushed at it, and so it's one of those things we kind of raise it up a notch, and also creates a mind or thought of self-worth. So take care of yourself, take care of your character, love your character, treat your character nice, but don't do anything stupid to your character. Another thing I forgot to mention in the last video is TPN philosophy with people are whatever you do with your character is a representation of yourself. I don't care if it's just a video game. Anytime we hear that, we automatically kick you to the curb. Because if you ever thought about online bullying, online terror, many people have committed suicide, many people have mentally gone down, many people went into great depressions, many people have become schizophrenic and fears and all this other stuff simply by online bullying. It's just like bullying somebody on school. It is simply just like antagonizing somebody online, trolling them over and over again, or sexually harass some female or some little boy, a pedophile that is automatically piss off. So never in your life say, oh, it's just a game or it's just online. The moment you say that, that raises a red flag. We kick your butt to the side, like kicking you all the way, not even to the moon, skip the moon, we kicking your butt to the sun. That's pretty much how it is and the way it's going to be. Now, here's another thing. When we do that, we use these little devices to make people do certain things that instills values or certain little small things that they will not see. We make people drive like normal people on a private only lobby because of the simple fact it teaches patience. If you are patient and something teaches patience, guess what you are going to be most likely prone to doing? You're not going to be looking like, let me kill her, let me kill him, let me kill that, and the other. You're going to be stable-minded, and you're going to be more cool, more lax. So when you do need to turn a switch to on, you will be on. When it needs to be off, you will be off. The reason being because if you're not, your brain and your level of intelligence is going to go all over the place. And what I mean by level of intelligence, I don't mean high. I don't mean in a highly esteemed way. I mean in a very bad, poor way. So that's why you need to keep your mind clear when on missions. Not all over the place, not get flustered, not get overbearing, not get retardedly stupid. And I love retarded people, which I don't really call them retarded. I call them disabled, but I love them dear. Just saying, putting it out there, don't get it twisted. Another thing is, when you take the shower, you drive to one of the points where which I will get down later on in the video, but let me get to it. Hopefully I don't fall, hopefully I don't fall. Another thing we don't need you punching NPCs and doing all that nonsense. This is a great distraction. And in fact, it's actually stupid. Like I said, whatever you do with your character, that's how we see you. Because if you're doing it, we're going to see it like, oh, this is what you will do in real life if you can get away with it. This is how you will be. This is your personality. You a douche. You a this, that, and that, and the other. No. Anyway, so basically, we don't allow people to just do that to NPCs. In most cases, in the public lobby, it's kind of understandable because even NPCs can be considered hostile at that point.
Daddy gotta get paid.
Eddie needs a job and a new fit. Anyway, so as I'm going through, let me clarify this. So, what happens is when a group of people, excuse me, I stand corrected. During training, wherever, no, don't want to talk to you. Shut up, leave me alone. There you go. let me so get out of this
Hey,
area.
dude.
Matter of fact, no wall. Wait, what is this? What is this? What is this? No opening? Skip it.
No plans this weekend, unless you call smoking some fine weed and listening to some fine tunes playing.
Alright,
Gotta be careful though.
here we are. This is called the gathering place. It's called the gathering point. It's very important in TPN. The gathering point is strategically in place for a reason. The gathering point is usually at the what we call training days. Training days is basically where your commander or whoever's your primary will say, "Hey, we have a training day." Or your squad leader will say, "We have a training day in such and such and such." However high it was shot down from, or going down to, usually it's your commander or whoever's in charge as far as leader on down. So they say we have a training day on the staff level. Guess what? Everybody from that staff on down, it has a training day. If it's from me, then that means the staff themselves. And if I say, here it is, there's 3 different types of training days. There's a squad training day. There's a team training day. There's a organization training day. There's a leadership training day. And there's a department training day. Now here's the thing. With that being said, everybody meets here. This is where it all starts, the gathering point. Now let me explain how this goes. Before we take on a lobby, I think this should also be said, before we take or overrun a lobby, let's say the lobby was getting too stupid, and I had a situation that simply was nearly the same, where these guys, like, it went from one person, then a whole group just popped in the lobby, and they started chasing one of my affiliates, or I would more likely say friends, all over the place, friend mainly, and I got pissed off, and I got kicked out the lobby because I was protecting them. But and simply with something like that, usually TPN will get called. And how it starts off is this: it's fortified. If anybody was to walk in, it's pretty much a death trap. You have one person, all machine guns. So assault rifle here, assault rifle here, and a machine gunner here. Usually I revamp this one because the machine gunner can also automatically go to rocket launcher if need be. Because you have some people that want to go strictly rocket launcher. So what happens is the people will open the door and somebody will open the other side, pull all the way out on the very best way they can, and that person will launch an RPG out. Now, I really go against that because in reality it's unrealistic. But that's it. Or they can go to sniper rifle, whatever's their preference. But in truth, I revamped that as well on the fly. I just thought about it, and I'm going to implement this. Sniper, machine gunner. Reason why: if they close, machine gunner. They far, sniper. It would be 2 of them right there. It'd be RPG personnel on the roof, as well as a couple of snipers. This is where your security comes in. And security is usually in place in tactical. Security units comes through tactical in the tactical department. These people, all they mainly do is they stand around and protect a certain area. They don't do too much of anything. They don't fire. They're not looking to really fire if they don't have to. They just stand around and protect. It's very important. It's very essential because you got that one idiot or that one oxymoron that's going to come around and think, oh, let me go bomb or destroy such and such. Let me go mess with these people. Your security, if they're sharp enough, is going to make them regret even stepping into that territory. Snipers will be pretty much on each point. Where you see these little banisters or beams or whatever, whatnot. To my far left is a sniper. In the middle is a machine gun. Another sniper again, right? No, another machine gun. In the middle, right there, is a person with an assault rifle. Matter of fact, that's the security leader where they will be placed at. And then on my far right, well, this actually the center. I'm sorry where this clock thing is, but right right behind me is where another sniper would be. Now check this out. Everybody else who's just coming for training, in the beginning, because TPN just kind of came out of nowhere, being revamped, and it's on reset, and I gotta do everything from scratch again. Eventually, maybe months or days later, it's going to really look like how it's supposed to. You might not see all the pieces come together, but when you do, it's quite a sight, and that is what it is. It's quite the sight. Like, I don't think nobody can beat it. I'm not bragging or boasting, but it's so dynamically planned and well placed and input to where nobody can do something. If you build something, you design it. It's like saying if you build it, they will come, right? Well, here I go. So everybody else just meet in this area. Now, another thing to kind of remember is why everybody down here just sitting here waiting. They came from whatever checkpoint, and I will get into checkpoints later on as well. You'll have 2 assault gunners at this door. Matter of fact, it's not even assault gunners, it's people with shotguns. Like, hold on, let me change that. Not assault gunners, not shotguns, but like submachine guns. Same with this. You will not just be able to walk up in here. So as we go, usually me and the lieutenant will be in this office just standing. Whatever we get ready to take on a lobby before we invade the lobby, which will rarely happens, I hope. Reason being, it takes kind of like strategic planning and work. But if we invade or take over a lobby, we'll spawn in. And see, the trick is, I want to explain this real quick so you can have a better understanding. Is that I will have basically, I would think. Hold on, wait. Matter of fact, I'll do you a favor. I'll cover this on a different video. But let me explain this. So me and the lieutenant will be here. Invite only lobbies mainly. We'll be here. Same with public lobby when we get ready to invade or take over. So, that's where we exchange our plans, our ideas, and whatnot. All other leadership will be in this office. But that's not necessarily so. The head of staff will be in this office. And the assistant head of staff will be in this office. All leadership, to be honest, from there, again, a assault gunner at those doors, but not necessarily so. I mean, not really. Now that I think about it, that's a no. It's no go. That's been revamped also. But all the leaders be in this area, just waiting. So you have the people underneath the leaders, the subordinates looking at the leaders, and leaders looking at the subordinates. Reason why it separates them, and that's the only way you will be able to tell which is which. Now another thing is with the subordinates and leaders, the leaders are here in case somebody was to try to get in and start shooting. They would never be able to touch the leaders right away. That way, let's say if it got real stupid, I need to give my brief or whatever, or my instructions, I will be able to do that with the leaders. Of course, somebody can go down here, so that's not an issue. Alright, so there you have it. Alright. Hold on, man. Let me just do some of my coffee real quick. Okay. Yeah, I had to shut down coffee. Horrible taste. It doesn't really taste good, cold. Yeah. Alright. Oh, hey, don't judge me. Anyway, so basically, we fixed it to where they will hop on a bus, and I'm going to strictly or show you what that bus looks like on here at least, because I got all the buses and whatever. If it's an invite only lobby and it's just a training day, whatever reason, this bus, which is the dash hound, is for like training day. From organization training day. That's what that bus for. This bus right here is for, I would say, department training days. Each bus represents different things. Thought about doing it that way, so I stuck with it. This is like a squad thing. So usually, hold on, wait, I stand corrected. Forgive me, I think I just got it screwed up and wrong. Come again differently. This bus right here, the airport bus, was used for squad training days. This bus right here is used for department training days. This bus right here is used for staff training days. So, not staff, organization. So there's three different levels. Now you understand it. There's squad, there's department, then there's organization training days. There's team training days, which is the very smallest and not necessarily happen as often as a squad training day. And I will explain that to commanders at times to keep them through the loop, like to let them know, like, hey, it's more likely just squad. You have to train the squad more than you train just one specific team. The team leader could train their team all as best as they can, but they cannot overdo it to where it goes with the squad or goes against the squad. What it does is it puts the squad on the spotlight in the squad, the cohesion in the squad, not so much the team. Because sometimes if you have a team that's constantly training, they might go over something that the squad leader has covered and said, this is the do's and don'ts of what I want you to do at this time in this situation, because such and such happened the last time, or something like that. And you might have somebody, it stopped a lot of conspirators or people from conspiring and doing things in the midst of, like, it kind of mitigates that. It just dumbs it down to where it's like, look, I don't need you doing anything that is not what I have been, the one that goes against the rules, not just that goes against the rules, but against my rules as far as what I do with this squad. And usually any squad from the bottom to the top got to fall in line with the organization rules. If it does not do that, then it's out of question, unnecessary, and it's wrong. And you can actually end up getting kicked out for that. Simple as that. The higher you go, the more, by the way, to be quite frank, the higher you go, the more rules be in place to where if you break them, you only get one warning as leader, because you should know better. There's no 1, 2, 3 strikes. It's straight. This is your warning. You have one more time to do that, and you're out. We hold our leaders to a standard, and if our leaders fail, they get one warning and they out. And that's simply how it is. Another thing is, when it comes to team, you're right in that. Alright. For staff usually riding things like limos, or maybe they have a car, a specific car that they ride in. I know me and my lieutenant were riding this one car that's like, it's very long or kind of big. I guess it's like a sedan, and it goes on. You know, each leader has their vehicle that they ride in. At least me, only thing I can say for like team leaders ride with their team, squad leaders ride with their team. But when it comes to like the head of department might ride in insurgent, and the head of department might also ride in a limo, depending on who they are. If they are political, I guarantee you it's going to be some sedan or some limo. And their members ride not in buses. In fact, matter of fact, let me clarify this. I really clarify this because I might just revamp this on the fly as well. Okay, let me think. Let me get this straight. As I go down, as I go down, as I go down, as I go down, as I go down. Alright, this one, troops riding that one. That's all tactical by a long shot. That's tactical. Alright. You know what? I think I need to do another video to cover this. I'll tell you what. I will add another video because I'm about to revamp something on the fly. Bear with me. That's how my brain clicks. It's outstanding. Even too much. Alright. I will see you on the next video. Oh, wait, no. Wrong one. Wrong one again.